Hey everybody, it's Eddie here, and in this video, I'm going to be going over my top 5 cryptocurrencies for the rest of 2021 and possibly even entering into 2022. If you like this video and you want to learn more about the cryptocurrency space and how I'm navigating the markets, feel free to check out the Patreon group link down below. But let's go over to my top 5. Now, I'm going to be giving you guys a basic fundamental overview of each of them and a technical overview as well. Now, Bitcoin is my largest holding, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to disregard that one. So the first one is going to be Ethereum, second Cardano, third is Polkadot, fourth is Chainlink, fifth is Vechain. Now, most of you already know these altcoins, but I'm going to be going more in depth of why you should be holding them in your portfolio or consider holding them if you don't have any. Now, back in June of 2017, Ethereum hit $400 and then eventually corrected all the way back down to 130s, consolidated in this range, eventually broke out of this ascending horizontal triangle, hitting a new all-time high of around $1,400. If you grab the Fibonacci retracement, go from the 400 high all the way to the 130 low, you can see that Ethereum made a full Fibonacci extension hitting the exact target. Ethereum today kind of looks similar, but not really. But if we go ahead and over and switch to the weekly, you can see if you lower this, it actually matches up to be an exact ascending horizontal triangle. If Ethereum breaks out just like we did back in 2017, then Ethereum can hit around $13,000. I personally believe that what's happening here is happening right over here. And just like how Ethereum got one pump back in 2017, 2018, I do believe we'll get another one over here as well. From Ethereum's current price at $3,500, it may seem expensive, but if it goes to the $13,000 range, that is about a 3.7, 3.8x. That may not sound like a lot, but 13K is still being generally conservative in my opinion. Can it hit 20K? I do believe so. If Ethereum were to hit 20K in the future, that will be about a 5.6, 5.7x. And personally for myself, I've been accumulating ETH since $400, still accumulated here, and still buying till today. So ETH is a blue chip, it's here to stay. Do not underestimate Ethereum, and I feel like it's one altcoin that you should at least have in your portfolio. Also on the LuxAlgo, Ethereum got a strong green buy signal. Anytime we got a buy signal, it was always a great time to buy. We just got one recently, now it's a matter of time. And Ethereum is almost like a currency today, right? People use Ethereum to buy NFTs. The first half of 2021, 2.5 billion, but guess what? Just Q3 alone, NFT sales surges to 10.7 billion. So it's clearly a growing industry. Now, when we look at just DeFi alone, right? There's already 90 billion locked up. Do you think this number is going to continue to decrease or increase over time? And ever since EIP 1559 launched, guess how many Ethereum was burned? Almost 515,000 Ethereum. That is almost worth $2 billion. And recently, Ethereum's market cap, guess what it passed? The Spider S&P 500 ETF. So that is a huge milestone. Next, it's going to probably clear Johnson & Johnson, Alibaba, next up Visa, JP Morgan. And Ethereum should easily be a $1 trillion asset, meaning that it should be right under Bitcoin. But of course, Bitcoin will continue higher and eventually overtake all of these companies and should be right under gold and maybe even eventually surpass gold. So if you feel like you are late to Ethereum, I think you're still pretty early. And look at Ethereum's ecosystem. Again, the question is, do you think this number will decrease or increase over time? And my guess is because this is an accelerating growing industry, Ethereum will continue to increase and its ecosystem as well. So that is why Ethereum is my number one. Next up, we have Cardano ADA. Makes up about 7.6% of my portfolio. I do see this growing as Cardano makes its way back up. Now, Cardano has been just ranging in this channel, just like how we kind of accumulated here. I do believe we're kind of in that same phase. When we got a bounce here, we'll probably get a bounce here as well. During this time, Cardano got the Shelly upgrade, then it ended up consolidating for a while. Then it got the Mary hard fork, then it corrected, consolidated for a bit, and then with the smart contract announcement, ADA hit a new all-time high of around $3, and now it's continuing to consolidate again. Now, I've read some comments and heard some people saying Cardano is dead, it's boring, don't buy it. And I want to quickly say, you do not want to be on that side, because once Cardano hits $5, $6, $7, that is when many people are going to wish they accumulated more Cardano when it's sitting at low $2. Right now is a great time to accumulate, in my personal opinion. Just from a macro perspective, right? We can see Cardano actually hitting $7, and that would be the top of this channel. If that were the case, that would be sometime in the end of November, even December, or it could end up just consolidating here longer, blast off around here, and hit it sometime in January. Previously, this was Cardano's accumulation range, and now I believe that this will be Cardano's new accumulation range because people are constantly buying it up, holding it, staking it. Cardano did print a sell on the daily, but because Ethereum is gonna be breaking out and it has a buy signal, once Ethereum continues higher, eventually Cardano is going to print a buy signal. There are a ton of new people that are angry about Cardano's price sliding back after smart contract launched, but you have to understand there are 2,300 smart contracts waiting in Cardano, and this was about a month ago. Imagine what happens once everything is integrated, once everything starts moving forward. This is exactly what happened with Ethereum. The exact same narrative that is happening with Cardano right now is what happened when Ethereum was sitting around $400. So for Cardano to hit potentially even $10 to $12, very possible. And Cardano has to go through two more upgrades. We have the Basho and we have the Voltaire. There's also NFT on the Cardano network. That means that, Cardano can be used as a currency to buy art. And on top of that, Cardano Africa partnership. This is just the beginning of many, many other partnerships. And let's not forget that most people like to buy, hold, and stake their Cardano to earn interest to accumulate more Cardano over time. Right now, 71% of the current circulating supply is held, staked, not moved. And Cardano's ecosystem is continuously being built out. More projects are being built on top of Cardano. Again, this number, will it increase? Will it decrease? I think it's only going to go up. So Cardano is my number 2. Now, number 3 and number 4, DOT and Link, these are actually pretty much tied. Right now, the reason why DOT is a little higher than Link is just because DOT ran up more than Link. But if Link runs up, it'll most likely kind of switch back and forth. But I love both of them. I actually hold more Link, but let's go into the fundamentals and technicals of both of them. Right now, Link is sitting around $24, right? If it goes back up to its previous all-time high, that is a 111% gain. Now, I'm not planning to sell when, Chainlink hits $52. I'm going to sell it much higher, right? Can it reach 77? Yes. Can it reach 180? I don't think so. I don't know. It really depends on the time frame. The longer the bull market goes, the more likely these price targets can hit. But if we were to run up straight from here today, I think $116 is still a conservative price target. But when we zoom out Chainlink, on the weekly, ever since Chainlink started, it pretty much has been in a general uptrend. So if Chainlink were to make a similar move when it bounced off previously and kind of continues higher, we can see that, Chainlink could reach, $200. I don't think it can reach $200. But only time will tell. Eventually, though, it'll reach $200. This next leg up, I'm not too sure. But fundamentally, why I love Chainlink so much is because it is a leader in the Oracle space. There are barely any competitions. You look at the amount of, project integrations that use Link, it is significantly higher than every other ones that are out there. And every DeFi project that is out there, they use and integrate Chainlink. So if you believe in the DeFi space and DeFi is supposed to be a $1 trillion industry, then yes, you should believe in Chainlink as well. Every new DeFi project that ever comes out, guess who they partner up with first? Chainlink. And so yes, maybe Chainlink short term may not be the greatest, price action, but again, you have to think longer term, quality projects, blue chip altcoins, and I do believe Chainlink is one of them. And when you take a look at Chainlink's ecosystem, it just blows my mind how many projects, how many people integrate and use Chainlink. If you go to their website and see their ecosystem, they have 839 partnerships, collaborations, integrations. Incredible. And so even during the bear market, Chainlink performed well. Why? Because people integrated and uses it. Will Chainlink perform well during a bear market? Very possible. Can Chainlink reach, $400, $500 one day? I do believe so. So Chainlink, in my personal opinion, is a must-have in a portfolio. Next up, we have Polkadot. Now, Polkadot is fundamentally an amazing quality project. It's a must-have in a portfolio, in my personal opinion. I believe it'll continue to grow and stay. Why? Usually when you hear Polkadot, you hear things like Layer 1, Web 3, but the key word is going to be interoperability. Now, what the heck is interoperability? That was so hard to say, I don't know why. Let me try to explain Polkadot in the most simplest way where you can finally understand what Polkadot is if you've never understood it. Let's say you bought a plane ticket to destination A to destination B, but sometimes there are those cases where you have to connect flights. So it'll tell you to get off at one location, go to this gate, that terminal, get on this plane, and then you get to your final destination. Now, all that information is done automatically through the airport's system, right? All the airlines, they communicate with one another. They tell each other, hey, I'm gonna land at this time. Can you take this person, take that person to there? If that technology did not exist, what you would have to do is buy a plane ticket to the midway point, and then from there, buy another ticket to get to your final destination. In other words, Polkadot is going to be that technology where other cryptos cryptos or other blockchain networks can communicate with one another, because right now they cannot do that. This is going to change the way we view blockchain technology and the cryptocurrency space as a whole. And Polkadot's ecosystem continues to grow. Is it a competitor to Ethereum and Cardano? I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I just want all of them to win. Polkadot is looking pretty good right now, sitting around $35. If it makes its way back up to its previous all-time high, that will be about a 41% gain. The next price target that I'll be personally looking out for is going to be the 2.618 right over here at $113. Can it do a full extension up to the $177? Maybe, but I think as of today, as of right now, 113 sounds about right. Polkadot breaks out later and the market cycle continues longer. Then can it reach 177? Absolutely. But the entire crypto space all depends on time. I think people make a mistake of like, I'm going to sell it at this price. It's not necessarily the case. It's more of when to sell versus at what price. So I'll be personally monitoring Polkadot, and I'm really excited to see how Polkadot performs for the rest of 2021. For Polkadot, we did get a strong buy signal. So every time we got a buy signal, it led up to a rally. I do believe that Polkadot will break up, test its previous all-time high, and continue higher. Last up, we have Vechain. Just from a technical standpoint, Vechain right now is forming a beautiful symmetrical triangle. When Vechain breaks out of the symmetrical triangle, then I do suspect that Vechain will hit a new all-time high of 30 cents. So if you buy Vechain now, that's going to be about a 3x from its current price. Of course, there's no guarantee, but that is what I am planning for. Vechain could go potentially as high as $1, and so that's where a lot of the $1 price prediction comes in. That would be amazing because that would be about a 10x from its current price, and I can't complain about that. But that is something that I'm going to have to wait and see how the market plays out, market sentiment, news. Why? Because not all cryptos actually make it to the full extension. It really depends on the catalyst, what drives the price up, the narrative. That is a huge part of the entire crypto space. What is the story that is being told that drives the price up? On the LuxAlgo, Vechain did print a buy signal. Last time we got a buy signal, led up to a rally. Will we get a rally this time? Personally, I believe we will, and I'm really excited for Vechain to finally break out and continue higher. Now, the reason why Vechain sits at number 5 on my list is because of two specific reasons. Number one, we know that recently China has banned crypto pretty much, right? Crypto mining, exchanges, sending, trading. But guess where Vechain is based in? China. Guess who has not been affected by the crypto banning and regulations? Vechain. Why? Because the government backs Vechain, the project, the development, the team. The reason why Vechain also sits number 5 on my list is because it is the only project that is in the supply chain space. At least of what I know today, there are no other projects competing in the supply chain space. And when you look at the partnership list that Vechain has with all the companies around the world, there are too many to list. So instead, what I'll do is I'll leave the link down below so you guys can check out the companies if you want to. But some of the companies that you might be aware of is BMW, Walmart in China, H&M, and Salesforce. And if you read more into Vechain, Vechain is pretty much trying to dominate the entire cryptocurrency space. I don't think they will, but the fact that they're aiming and pushing and growing is what I really care for. They can be used as a currency, and they're even considering NFTs, right? So imagine Vechain having NFTs. Look what happened to Solana when that was announced. I mean, practically every crypto project that is out there is opening up an NFT platform. Imagine when Vechain does as well. So fundamentally, Vechain is a very strong project. I think it's going to be here to stay. It is only a matter of time where we'll start to see the growth, not just in price, but just the name as a whole overall. Well, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know your top 5, or if you're holding any of these in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video over. Good night, good morning, adios.